What's up, y'all? Today's gonna be a bit of a stream of consciousness because I have no direct, or maybe what this video will be kind of exploring what exactly it is that I'm talking about. Because I set a goal of my bisexual ass, setting a goal of creating a video daily. Okay, we're maxing out here. But one thing that was on my mind recently was like, I just graduated college, and that means that I'm just like a little bit disconnected from a lot of other people's opinions, or a lot of the people around me, I guess, their thoughts, opinions, and behaviors. Because at a certain extent, you are the people you surround yourself with. I had a professor say that, and I like to make a biblical fucking joke, but I don't want to fucking blow his name out there. But he has a lot of real ass quotes. And to an extent, you are the people that you surround yourself with. Now, there's some nuance. Obviously, there's a bunch of previous experiences that put you on this planet, previous traumatic experiences, good experiences, trivial, monotonous experiences. But at the end of the day, a lot of the way that at least I behave, I don't know about y'all, is influenced by the people around me. And now I've had time to just sit here and just be. And I realize, like, a lot of things that I feel accomplished towards or accomplished about, pride in, come from like a lack of thought. Just being and doing, for real. Like, when I first started university, my first semester transfer, there was also like a particular program that I wanted to get into, or I did get into, but they only accepted students in like the I believe it's the fall. No, fall, spring, whatever. The thought follows me. Okay, it's falling out of my brain. But so I had a good semester, a good year to chill if I wanted to, but I didn't want to. I knew myself. I'm too lazy, man. Like, at least at that time. Now, I have confidence in myself to want to do things because I just be doing things all the time. And I built up the sort of the habits to just trust my gut, trust my instinct, just be. And so it's in that first semester, I met one or two friends, had a couple of friends or whatever, didn't feel like I was connected. And I was really worried about what was going to come next because I had a bunch of thoughts. I just kind of thought, oh man, like, is it going to be like this kind of boring or socially disconnected? And then the next semester, I take a motivation and regulation psychology class. Best fucking class in my life. Best professor, hands down, I've had. And I learned a lot of things from the experience of just taking this class, because the way that the professor would teach the class was he would have you apply a lot of the theories, a lot of motivational theories of psychology to your everyday life. He said self-experimentation is the best way to go. You know what I mean? Why are we going to leave experimentation and researching only to a more broad, quantifiable level, rather than starting from within and kind of building based off that. But he's a very research-oriented person, so he has a very deep appreciation for research at the same time, because he's not discounting research. He's saying there's research out there, read the research, try the research for yourself, and then based on that, maybe come up with something new, right? Maybe come up with a different study. And I knew nothing about research at this time. And there was this one time where I'm just kind of in class, we're getting separated to do a group project, and I get paired with a couple of people from his lab. And I remember just thinking to myself, like, I'm nervous. I don't really know these people. I barely feel like I fit in, for real. Because like one thing that I built up before I started university, when I was in community college, was a tendency of just answering questions. And it got me pretty fucking far. I got a lot of random opportunities. I even went to England, like a school paid trip to England, just off the basis of me applying myself, even just in class, like speaking, like giving my own formed opinion on whatever whatever the educational thing is that we're talking about, the educational content. And so I did the same thing in this motivation regulation psych class. I get paired with these people, but the whole time that I've been answering in class has been kind of a facade, right? It's been like a out of tendency and not just like, not that I know this stuff, more that I am just going to answer even and be okay being wrong. But being wrong is terrifying sometimes, and so I would answer, have that terrifying feeling, but then the next question would go, the next class would go, the next group project would go, and I got paired with a couple of people from the lab, and we're all bouncing ideas off each other because we're all just like a bunch of fucking intellectual crackheads just pontificating and theorizing and throwing shit out, you know what I mean? Throwing shit at the wall and seeing if it sticks. And all these amazing people, by the way, like the people that I'm talking about, amazing people. They've done research that I just admire. It's truly fucking fascinating. I wish people understood how much it takes to get your name on a peer-reviewed article. Just that alone, like the whole fucking process of developing a fucking research design and then implementing it, collecting the data, analyzing the data, being wrong. Again, the willingness to be wrong, right? And so we're like a bunch of fucking apes, all right? Just, woo, woo. You know, but like seriously though, just throwing shit at the wall. And then at a certain point, the class is about to end. I'm like, wait a second, we have to actually like implement this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna, create a Word doc. I'm gonna give all the lists of things, write down a list of things, write down an outline, pick your area, and then we can go from there. And I'll text people to make sure that we're gonna do our stuff. And just based off that, I got recruited to a very competitive psychology lab, which I didn't even know, and I didn't even know research. And so, I'm thinking like I'm a fucking fraud, dude. I'm like, what am I doing here? But then it all worked out, and I met some really amazing people and made some really fucking fire connections. Where am I going with this? I guess where I'm going is like what it takes to apply oneself, at least from my experience, now that I'm kind of disconnected from it. And for me, there's that nervousness to it. And there's been times where I've let that nervousness, that second thought, that third thought, that fourth thought, just really get in the way of like really meaningful experiences, really like outstanding fun experiences. Not to say that I missed out much, because I really haven't. I drown those second, third, fourth thoughts out. I don't trust that, because the thing is, my brain is really fucking quick to just run the numbers, but I'm running the numbers in the wrong direction, dude. I'm a low IQ computer in my brain, at least when it comes to emotionally charged things. And so whenever I'm overthinking things, I stop for a second. I feel what's like here in my heart or in my stomach, that gut feeling that I know everything's going to be okay. And that gut feeling is hard to parse out, because there's anxiety. And anxiety, you could feel it in your stomach, you could feel it in your neck, your chest, your everything. But it's a different feeling. The gut feeling is excitement for me. It's restlessness, And there's been many times where I've just had such great experiences. And if I allow my second, my third, my fourth, my fifth thought to run my life, I'd be allowing other people to run my life, because all those thoughts aren't my thoughts. I mean, they're in my head, they're my thoughts, but they're built up from previous experiences of people mistreating me, of being outright mean, of doubting me, right? And it's not a great thing to doubt me. I'm going to do what the fuck I want, regardless. It's just gonna happen. I don't even know how it happens. I feel like, what do I feel like? I feel like y'all have ever seen giraffes fight with their heads? I feel like a giraffe in like I feel like a giraffe in a fucking Walmart. I'm just fucking whooshing my head all over the place, right? I'm just bow, 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 bow. At a certain extent, I can't even see. The brain damage is so fucking severe. I'm like, wow. Right? I'm whipping my head back and forth. I'm whipping my hair back and forth. No, but seriously though. But then somehow I end up in the right direction. Somehow I end up succeeding. Somehow I end up having meaningful interactions. to remove myself a little bit from the educational scene into more degeneracy maxing, I went out maybe a week ago with a friend of mine who's bisexual, and she's one of the bros. She's pretty chill. Sometimes gets into her head though about like seeing people that we know, because I'm from Connecticut, small town in Connecticut, West Virginia, Connecticut, right? And a lot of the people who are in this small town we've grown up with since like fucking 8. It's like, oh, and they're doing the same shit. They're doing the same shit, not wanting more. They're starting a fucking, throwing down some mulch in a fucking field and calling it a landscaping company. Sorry, I had to stop recording because I got a phone call. I'm fucking recording off of a Nokia. How the fuck did I do that? Anyways, as I was saying, what the fuck was I saying? Oh, I was just talking about my friend gets into her head, where I'm from and stuff like that. So yeah, so where I'm from, like, like I was saying, bro, you throw down a fucking bag of mulch and call that some landscaping, all right, and think nothing more of yourself, right? And so we go to this bar in our area, like a town over, and it's actually pretty popping. I was surprised because I don't really go out to this area. I usually go out to the college area I'm from, which is like New Haven area. And if anybody knows New Haven, it's you can find some shit to do, right? It's not no small town folk. It's all sorts of folk. It's I love it. It's absolutely fucking amazing. But anyways, her recommendation, she wants to go out, and I'm like, all right, sure, I'll join. All right, yeah. And so we see these, what do they call them? Like mean girls, I guess. What I mean? Like the popular type of chicks who will like give you that little look over the, what I mean? Those judgment, that little, I can't believe he would do that. Yes, I would do that. We are grown ass people. Anyways, let me get back to what I'm saying. Go to this bar. I'm chilling. I'm having the time of my life because, honest to God, every single time I go out, I just want to dance and I just want to have fun. Okay? I do not care about anything. Now, don't get me wrong. Sometimes I go out, I want to hook up with somebody, but like, whatever, bro. Like, that's not the main objective. The main objective is to have fun. And if you build up that mentality, you stop giving a fuck about talking to people. You stop giving a fuck about what what the whale watch is talking about, you know what I mean? Because those girls, right? Those girls I was talking about, they were mean girls in high school, but they doubled in size, man. They doubled in size, and I don't even want to be too offensive with it, but like, you people are the last people to judge, right? And so when I build up this mentality of like, I just want to go out, have fun, and just be a free spirit, just talk to whoever I want, just flirt or not flirt, or be a pretty girl, you know what I'm saying? Because sometimes I could be a pretty girly, sometimes I could be like, a fucking dude bro, whatever the case is, whatever I'm feeling that night. I just enjoy to have the time of my life, because why am I going to have other people live my life? Why am I gonna allow the previous thoughts, the previous rudeness, the previous doubt, the previous insults, the previous this, that, that's all in the past. I can't control that. Like, I can control what's in front of me right the fuck now. And if you're gonna try and stop me, why? I'm not gonna let you. For one, now I'm insulted that you have the audacity to think that a little, why would he do such a thing, would ever stop me from having the time of my life. And you might be wondering, why does he keep giving that look, right? Basically what happened is, when we see these girls, Marcy points them out, oh, they're here. I'm like, whatever, bro. Like, why don't we get some bitches, man? What are we doing? Why are we worrying about, what I'm saying? Why are we worrying about some old high school motherfuckers who are like taking up the surface area of the entire dance club and not a single fucking foot movement in sight? Nothing. Not a single fucking jest. Not a single whimsy. Only just judgment, right? Why am I going to let some people who internally want to judge because they're not satisfied with their life, because they're okay working in a fucking movie theater, they're okay being with the dude who fucking slaps some mulch down and calls it landscaping, they're okay working at a fucking Stop and Shop, dog. Oh my God. Wow. One of my videos got age restricted the last time I said such a comment, so I'm going to refrain it. What I will reorient my language to is to say, reallocate your life force in this planet promptly, right? If you want to hate, if you want to stay stagnant and watch people who want to do things, not even like, my thing is, you don't have to be extraordinary. You don't have to like step out and, be no fucking Bill Gates, Steve Jobs, whatever the fuck we want to say. You don't have to be a neuroscientist. You don't have to do any of that, but you have to have the spirit to do it. And if you have the spirit to do it, but other people don't, and then they have the judgment in their head because they're not satisfied with their life means nothing. Their life serves zero no, I'm playing, but like, seriously though, why are we gonna let these type of people just get in your head and things? And so, I more or less said that. I said it in a, what did I say? Oh, I think I said, why are we gonna let a bunch of whales fuck with our fucking ocean, dog? Anyways, I'm a fucking asshole sometimes, but you know what? It's part of who I am. Anyways, so I'm like, yo, why don't we like just, talk to some people, have some fun. She's like, oh, I really want to talk to some attractive young individuals. And I'm like, all right, why don't we do it? Point out anybody in this club, I'll go approach them. Because I'm really that type of person. Don't fucking edge me. Don't fucking edge me, dog, homie, playa. If you're a friend and you want to go out and you want to have fun and you want to fucking just tear the club apart, dance the whole night away, engage in some degeneracy, and then you're going to sit there in the corner and be like, grow a pair of balls, drink a fucking vodka Red Bull. And this goes for all genders, by the way. Grow a pair of balls, drink a fucking vodka Red Bull, okay? You get cheated on by your partner of 10 years, your wife, husband, whatever. Vodka Red Bull, all right? You lose all your money, almost all your money. You have just enough to either pay gas or to get home from gambling all night, or get a vodka Red Bull and hit again. No, I'm playing. Don't actually do that. But like, you get my point. It's the spirit. It's the heart. It's just fucking existing, being happy with it. You know what I mean? Actually being happy with yourself, rather than worrying about, oh, I don't want to lose. Oh, I don't want to be a jester. Who cares, bro? Who cares? These are people that you're never going to see again. You want to interact with the people that you've interacted with in the past. You distance yourself for a reason. I'm talking about this person specifically, but y'all as well. Y'all have people in your life where they're now in your past, but you see them from time to time. You let them fucking get in your head. Now you're sitting there all awkward in public. Now you're at the fucking Starbucks and you lean over to your friend. You're like, oh my gosh, that's Amy. That's my ex. I don't want to be. Who the fuck cares? Vodka Red Bull from Starbucks. Oh my God, based. Oh my God. Based. Or espresso martini if you want to be bougie. But regardless, my friend is the type to be like, oh, let's talk to some women or whatever. Like they're so bad. These bitches are so bad. Let's go talk to them. I'm like, all right, point out anyone. Because I'm really the type to be like, I'm going to fucking break that shell apart, okay? As a friend, because I'm not doing you any fucking good just sitting here gooning, dick in hand, circle jerking like the motherfuckers, like the mean girls who are sitting in the... Mind you, this is what upsets me about taking any of their fucking anything seriously. Perception, looks, anything. They're standing in a circle. Right? You already know where this is going. They're standing in a fucking circle, dog. They're standing in a circle in the middle of the fucking dance floor, not doing a single thing, not even smiling. You people are miserable. Why the fuck am I gonna let miserable ass people dictate the way that I move? Fuck that vodka Red Bull. Oh my God, vodka Red Bull. What? Easily, right? But I'm being a little bit silly, but like, to circle back to what I'm saying, right? My friend's like, oh no, like, don't do that. Like, I don't know about that. And I'm like, okay, I'm just going to go approach somebody myself. I approach these two older, experienced women, I guess. I don't want to be like too much of an asshole. I want to keep some class to it, right? Be a little classy. I feel like we've lost class entirely, just degenerate. And I engage in degeneracy. I engage in language that I probably shouldn't even fucking be using half the time, but whatever. And I only say that because I have the capacity to be able to use better fucking language. I have the creative mind for it. It's not like I'm above slurs, because I will call y'all motherfuckers slurs all day. But, not to get too sidetracked, I approach these two experienced women, experienced in life. They look lesbian. And so I'm like, okay, are y'all two together? They took offense to that. All right. Now, me being somebody who I'm not even overthinking at this point. Like, I'm just an acting fucking animal. All right. I'm showing my friend that you don't have to be. You could say some blasphemous stuff. Now, not that was just blasphemous of me, because and it's hard to really tell sometimes, because generally my impression of women are just like more touchy-feely towards each other, and I think guys should be as well. But at the same time, if I'm being realistic, on the average, women are a little bit more touchy-feely, huggy, whatever. And the reason why I'm saying this is because this one lady was like, wrapped around her friend like this, doing like y'all ever been to a concert? Y'all ever are at a mosh pit or something like that, or a more rowdy area of the concert, and you see a white boy who's like 5'9", who's like a little bit jacked. He's got the Sam Sulek kind of build without the steroids and without the effort, or without the chillness, and he has his arm wrapped around a 4'11" girl, and he's sitting there, and now he's getting all upset that he's standing in the middle of the fucking mosh pit and getting bonked on, gets offended and whatever. And I'm only speaking from experience here. I experienced that, but that's a story for a different day. But yeah, so woman one has her arms wrapped around woman two, exactly like the boyfriend in a fucking concert who's trying to keep his girlfriend safe or whatever. So I walk up, I'm like, are y'all two like together? Offended. I'm like, okay, I'm bi, all right? What you mean by that? What's wrong with being gay? What's wrong with being lesbian? Easy save. Give me that light work. That's easy. Because I'm acting fucking, I just be on my own. I'm not going to let some fucking interference ruin a social interaction. Flip it back on them. Easy, right? I start talking to woman one, or not the one who was wrapped around the other, but the one who was sitting down. I'm like, oh, we're making conversation. I was like, oh, I just want to come up and say, you're gorgeous or whatever. I see you with your friend and all that. And so she's like, oh, thank you. And asked me my age. Now, I didn't know that this lady was like in her 40s. She looked pretty attractive generally. Like I would not have guessed, right? I knew a little bit older, but not like 40s. Not like, damn, auntie. Anyways, so I'm like, oh, I'm 24. And she's like, oh, you're too young. And I'm like, oh, okay, whatever. All right. Now, I was thinking about saying age is just a number, but like, wow. See, time and place. That I say some dicey shit all the time. And, 9 times out of 10, I get away with it. But, you got to know the time and place. If somebody's already on the edge of their seat, being edged by the age, whatever. So I go to the friend, obviously, because fuck it, why not? I'm talking to the friend. I'm just like, I don't even know what I'm saying at this point. I was just like fucking going off the top of the dome. And she, again, age. I'm like, 24. And she's like, oh, you're too young. And I think I said something like, I got a bit of experience to me, but we're both here for the same reason. Have a good time or whatever. And she was like, ooh, that was smooth. And I get distracted, not locked in. A friend of somebody else, because me and my bi girly friend, you know what I'm saying, we went with a group of people, and so that another person bumps into me. I'm like, oh, hey. I come back, she looks at her friend, and then she's like, yeah, but you went up to my friend first. I'm like, damn, whatever. But then I go back to my friend. I'm like, see, wasn't that hard? Rejection, whatever. And meanwhile, I catch the Mean Girls. Oh. Like, sorry, my bad. While I'm spitting game and just having the fucking like time of my life, I catch the Mean Girls like giving that disgust look that I'm talking to an older individual. And I'm like, for one, everybody of all ages should have fun. Age is just a number to a certain extent. You know what I mean? Obviously, don't be hooking up with people who are like 18, 19. They're still teens, dog. But like, bro, if we're all old enough to drink, we're all old enough to gamble, we're all old enough to have a fucking hotel room and rent a car, who the fuck cares? What are we talking about, man? And so my friend points that out. He's like, oh, they're me not mugging you. And I'm like, yeah, I don't care though. What am I gonna do? Live my life for a bunch of miserable ass people? Let my second thought, let my third thought, let my, oh, maybe I shouldn't, maybe I actually shouldn't have done that. Maybe I should care about. No, I don't care about Whale Watch. No, I'm not a fucking sailor, dog. They look miserable over there. I'm having a good time. I'm just fucking living my life. Can we not live life? Can we not talk to people? Can we not just be, right? If I see somebody who's attractive, I'm going to approach them. I will be nervous at some points. If they're like fucking SZA level, I'll be nervous, but I'll still do it. I'll still engage in the humiliation of approaching a Miami 10 fucking supermodel and then her pulling out the fucking pink Glock. I'm not talking about no 22, not no little pea shooter, no Glock. My shit's gone. I'm gone. It's what it is, man. You win some, you lose some. Now, how does this connect to my college experience? How does this connect to the club experience, bar experience? What I'm saying is, just fucking be. It's okay, man. Just live. Just live off that first thought that was like, oh man, I caught an eye from her. I might as well go up to her. Just live off that first thought of, you know what? Be competitive as well. That's another thing that I miss in the story. When I see those mean girls mean mugging me, I only try hard, not to prove them wrong, because I have nothing to prove to y'all. Just to say I can fucking live even better. I can do better because I want to. And because I want to make y'all even more mad. Being fucking, just having the time of my life. That's about it. Having a great fucking time. Being fun-loving, being whimsical. Insulting people by throwing gay or lesbian allegations their way. I don't care. Be insulted. I am bi. What's the insult? What is the insult? Who cares? Right? Like, my thing is like, this skill applies, not skill per se, but more like way of life. Listening to the gut feeling, listening to that like instinct to be like, why not? Why not give myself a chance? It applies to so many things. It applies to my experience doing research. It applies to my experiences in the club, the bar. It applies to going to Oxford. You know what I mean? For like a workshop summit, right? It applies to so many different things where it's like, if I didn't trust my gut instinct on these things, if I didn't tone out that what if? Yeah, what if? I can't guarantee that I'll be successful. I can't guarantee that I'm not going to look like a fool. I can't guarantee that I'm not going to ask for another fucking vodka Red Bull, because I will, no, I'm playing. But seriously though, I can't guarantee that anything, I can't guarantee that I'm going to live. I could die on this video right now, right? That's pretty morbid, but I mean, it's possible. Anything's possible. I can't live lives on the what ifs. I could just live life off that fucking feeling in my heart and soul and mind to say, fuck it, I don't care, man. What am I fucking doing living my life for other people? I'm going to continue there's actually like layers to this as well, because I'm going to go fucking full schizo mode. I'm going to go like, I'm just going to go for it. I went live the other day. I do TikTok live sometimes. And I was talking to this chill ass dude. And we were talking about just like the dating experience now. Now, mind you, I'm in an open relationship, so it's like my experience is a little bit different. I think it has a unique perspective. But, you know, he's talking about like how women these days are like, feel like they're above it all. They feel like insulted just for you approaching them. You know what I mean? They do the most whenever they go to reject somebody. And it's largely fueled by social media and stuff like that. And then the women who watch the social media, because I'm trying to steel man this, because I don't believe this. You know what I mean? I believe there's a certain level of truth to it. But the women who watch this content then feel empowered to do the same, and we live now. amplifying that, we live in like a very male, hostile, weird space. There's some truth to that, I guess. There's going to be people, there's going to be a lot of divisiveness, a lot of, just eye-catching things. Negativity, because negativity, I mean, oh my gosh. Wow, it's a big-ass fucking wasp. You better stay the fuck away from me. How did you get in here, dog? Oh my god. What the fuck? One moment. Oh, apologies about that. This wasp wanted to fucking raid my village, raid my homestead. He's still looking at me. He's still eyeing me. Anyways, a good faith interpretation to that is that, the internet does have a lot of divisiveness, does have a lot of eye-catching things, does show you the worst of the worst of the worst, because the human mind oftentimes prioritizes negativity. Look up negativity bias. I'm not going to get too fucking nerdy here because I do know the research on it, but generally, the human mind does have a negativity bias. You know what I mean? Let's say you see that video of somebody getting brutally but you see that video of somebody getting brutally rejected in like a very mean, harsh way. More people are going to see that than the loving story of people who get married and have kids and have the vanilla toast, like whatever, milk toast lifestyle of like, things went good. No. Not social media, not with the algorithms that fucking just drag this shit to the fucking max. I'm engaging in it right now. And the thing is, if you're at this point in the video, you'll probably come close to an ending. I keep getting distracted with this wasp. Get the fuck off the internet. Get the fuck off my video. I'm so serious. No, like not right now, but like moderation, okay? It's funny coming from me because I'm making videos, but get the fuck off the internet. Go outside, live in the real world. Take whatever the fuck I be saying. If you take away anything from it, go in the real world and just live your fucking life. Because social media is literally fucking designed to do this shit. It's designed to say, oh, take the most extreme cases of Donald Trump doing this, or Bonnie Blue doing that, or clavicular being brutally frame logged, right? It's like these are all eye-catching things. I'm sorry, I'm still getting distracted by this fucking wasp. I don't like the way he's mean mugging me. I'm gonna have to. But anyways, it 9 times out. See, there's a difference. The internet, negativity bias. In person, it's really fucking hard to be mean to people to their face. I only speak from experience because it's like, I like to shit talk. I like to just bullshit, shoot the shit respectfully. I just enjoy that sort of like, I don't know, that sort of conversation style of just like people going insult for insult for insult, bullshitting. But I hold back major blows. Everybody does it. Everybody has their thing. Don't talk about that. The reason why is because it's really fucking hard to be actually mean to people and mean it, right? But what the internet will tell you is that if you go out and talk to so-and-so and such and such, somebody's gonna fucking pull out the I almost said bug spray, the pepper spray and scream, "What a fucking hideous creature! Get away from me!" That's not gonna happen. It's not. For most people, there's some creatures out there. You're not one of them though. There's an average for a reason. A lot of people think that they're, oh, what the hell just happened to him? He just fell. He just like fell for no reason. Sorry, the wasp. But a lot of people think that they're like either above or below average. Most likely they're just average. You might be slightly above. You might be slightly below. But that's okay. Because you can change that, for one. Not through looks maxing. Not through red pilling or whatever. But where did he go? I should probably... Nah, you know what? I'm not going to stop the video. Because I'm sure it's... just watching my ADHD in real time has got to be entertaining in some regard. But anyways, as I was saying, it's okay. Like, you can change being average. You can go from average to above average. And I'm not saying looks maxing. I'm saying just applying yourself in any domain. Like, yeah, there's biological, physical limitations to looks. But that's a surface level thing, right? If you're funny, you can overcome that. But people are just fucking soft. They're just soft, man. They don't want to take the hard route. They want to be fake traditional. I'm not a traditional motherfucker. I'm far from it. I'm an open relationship freakazoid fucking menace, man. But the thing is that there's certain personality traits or certain things about masculinity, for me personally, that I'm gonna take what I see as my masculinity, because my masculinity is not everybody's masculinity. But I feel like we've just gone soft and wanted to take the easy route, wanting to be a looks maxer, wanting to do the facial reconstruction surgery, wanting to lie, right? Because as the red pillars say, wanting to be like manipulative and take as much as you can and really lead women on. You know, like, do we not want to take the fucking hard route anymore? I'm gonna be a little bit fucking traditional and misogynist here. Man the fuck up. What are we doing, man? What the fuck are we doing? Why do I look around me and I don't see fucking peers? I see bums. As men, I look around and I'm just like, wow, man. What the fuck is going on, man? Like, it's not that hard. And mind you, the reason why it irks me so much is because I'm fucking 5'7". I'm a chud. Okay? I'm a 5'7" fucking chud. And you best believe I'm not struggling out here. I just apply myself to anything. Not even just to hookup culture or to relationships. No. I just apply myself to anything. I'm not super intelligent. Somehow I ended up in research. Somehow I ended up in a research position. I'm not super intelligent. I just fucking apply myself. I just say, just let that feeling, that fucking gut feeling just take me to wherever the fuck I need to go, because I need to go there. Because I'm not taking the easy route. I'm not taking the easy route of the books maxing. I'm going to fucking smash my face with a mallet. Bro, you sound like a fucking brain damaged ape, bro. Can you relax? Can you just be human? Can you accept the fact that you are human, that you're not going to be perfect, that you're going to have a facial asymmetry, that you're going to have times where somebody will fucking brutally frame hog you? No, but like seriously, you're going to have times where you get brutally rejected, right? But now that the obvious implication is to like looks max and red pill, are we soft? That shit is soft. Those aren't real fucking men. I mean, red pill, looks maxing is like a bit more acceptable. Red pill is just full blown, low IQ, subhuman level of intelligence. It's just fucking diabolical, man. The reality of how to engage with women. The reality is, if you don't have the Bugatti, bro, nobody fucking cares. Go out in the real world. I'm telling you, go out in the real world. Close my fucking video. It's about to end. Get the fuck off my video. Go get to it. Whatever is on your mind, unless you're like obvious of, oh, gambling. Gamber. Why don't I just take heroin and gamba? I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about whatever's on your fucking heart, soul, and spirit. I'm not talking about taking the easy way of refuting what the fuck I just said and saying live your life. I'm not talking about those easy ways. Stop being a bitch. Lock the fuck in, bro. That's fucking it.